Dear Dave, hello. In this video, I will be talking about first day covers. Now, many people will look on first day covers as an aspect of postal history, but I don't think that this has been the case for several years. What is a first day cover? Well, it is all the stamps of a set put on a single envelope and postmarked on the first day of issue. Take this first day cover. It is the earliest in my collection. The stamp was issued in 1934 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the founding of the Gaelic Athletic Association. It was posted from Dublin to the Isle of Man, and I bought this envelope along with about 50 or so other letters from the 1930s, 1940s, and 1950s at a stamp fair. It cost maybe 40 cents. Now, about 2 years after I bought this envelope, I noticed a note on the back of the envelope which states, "Do you like the new stamp?" And when I checked my records, I discovered it was posted on the very first day this stamp was issued. So for 80 years, this envelope was just that, an envelope. And now it is a first day cover. And bought for maybe 40 cents, it is now worth £150. An accidental first day cover. To put this in context, Ireland issued just 9 sets of commemorative stamps between 1929 and 1939. One set had 3 stamps in the set, 5 sets had 2 stamps in the set, and 3, including the GAA stamp, they were single stamp issues. Some more context. Some first day covers from the 1930s retail for around £1,000. Now, why is that? Well, there were not so many stamp collectors around in the 1930s. The premium attached to first day covers was not fully recognised. There has to be an element of pre-planning, and of course putting all the stamps from a set on an envelope and posting that's obviously overpaying for the delivery of a letter. And yet, in a very short space of time, the concept of first day covers was being accepted. This stamp, the 1941 commemorative for the 25th anniversary of the Easter Rising, there is a note, first day of issue, indicating some pre-planning. This first day cover retails for maybe £10. And this cover from 1958, again a note says first day cover, and that indicates pre-planning. But there are 2 stamps, 3D and 1-3. Now the 3D stamp is normal domestic rate, and the 1-3 stamp is actually airmail rate. So that's 1 6pence worth of stamps on a letter sent from Dublin to Wales. It's actually 6 times the delivery rate. And in 1968, 2 illustrated covers for the centenary of the birth of Countess Markievicz. Now, again, this shows that the post office itself was now part of the pre-planning of first day covers. And again, the total value of the stamps, 1 and 8 pence, is more than 3 times the domestic rate of postage. This cover was posted in Dublin to Dublin. So really 3D, one stamp was enough. The airmail rate stamp was superfluous. But note that this one, which is a postmark in Cork, didn't actually go through the mail at all. So in other words, someone bought the first day cover with stamps on it, and it didn't actually go through the mail. It was, if you like, total profit for the post office. They didn't actually have to perform the service of delivering this letter. So by this stage, first day covers were already not so much about postal history, the delivery of mail, as it was about philatelic souvenirs, if you like. Now, this cover and this cover, they're from the 1990s, handwritten, and you will notice another degree of pre-planning. There is a pictorial cancellation, and to match the stamp issue itself. And this raises the question of whether it's better to have an unaddressed cover like this one, or whether it's actually better to have something that actually went through the mail. Now, pictorial cancellations, I suppose they came on the scene in the 1970s. But I think in the 21st century, first day covers are rarely posted. They are available for a month after sale, after the stamps go on sale in the Philatelic Bureau in Dublin. So that's the evolution in a way. Postal history, albeit accidental, hindsight, if you like, foresight, and then something completely different, if you like, just stamps on an illustrated cover that are completely unaddressed. There is an arc where stamp collecting was a hobby for people with leisure time and some spare cash, and that expanded after World War II, and I think it reached a peak in the 1960s and 1970s, and then it has gone into decline, in part because of the over promoting of first day covers as something that could become valuable. It will always be the case that vintage first day covers will hold their value, but the bottom has dropped out of the market for modern first day covers. It's a shame to see so many addressed first day covers from the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s sold for maybe £1 at stamp fairs. It's a pity. Thanks for watching.